Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the live stream Saturday night, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the markets, we'll talk about some of the other news surrounding cryptocurrencies in general. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys. I've got an agenda just down in the description below of things I want to do tonight. So if you have any additional questions, please throw them out. I'll do my best to get them answered here live. So let's get this party started. So welcome everybody. I'm home this weekend. We didn't get things planned properly to go out of town this weekend, mostly because of the dog. You got to really, the dog kennel, it's not a kennel, it's like a spa, right? The dog spa is usually booked up on big holidays. So we didn't think to make arrangements for the dog. So we're home, enjoying life here in West Michigan. It's a good summer. We went out for barbecue this afternoon. Now we're home. We're ready to jump into the live stream. I had some stuff like coming up that I wanted to do crypto-wise. I always do. And so I figured I'd feature that or walk you through that during the live stream. We'll see how that works out. I'm glad everybody's here. Let's go ahead and pop out chat here just to welcome the ones that are here already. Dan is here. Thanks for being here, Dan. Dan and I spent a little time together yesterday helping a friend get his computer set up so that he could enhance his crypto experience. Treb3, thanks for being here. Joanne, I could just pop this out. Diatom Ranger from Kentucky. Barbara is here again. Thank you for being here, Barbara. And Randall N from the Smoky Bay area. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's been kind of smoky over there. I used to live in Southern California, and I am very familiar with those smoky days when we've got wildfire up in them there hills. I remember there were some really smoky days, you know, like I think that when there were some fires in the Santa Barbara area. And I lived in the San Fernando Valley, and we'd get like just really heavy smoke days. Helen Lovett from Raleigh, North Carolina. Good to see you here. Whatever is here. Whatever. P.S. Hi from France. Good to have you here from France. That's cool. OG Crypto still trying to download the Daedalus wallet. I'm planning on doing that today. I don't know what happened. I had some issues with my Daedalus wallet. It dropped a couple of my synced hardware devices. So I wiped it clean. So let's do it. When you say download, you probably mean sync. I guess that's probably what I'm assuming you downloaded it and have it installed already. Techmania from Portugal. Patrick Bateman from Northwest Ohio. My daughter has a shirt that says, "I hate Ohio." I don't know. There's like a rivalry between Michigan and Ohio. I think it's mostly football teams. But yeah, well, my daughter has a shirt that says, "I hate them." I don't think she's ever been to Ohio, actually. Actually, for those of you who don't know, there was a war between Michigan and Ohio back in them days, like in the 1800s. There was a little bit of a territory dispute, and it came to blows. Not really blows. They assembled some militia, and they actually like met and then fired their guns in the air. No one was wounded, but there was a skirmish war between Ohio and Michigan back in the day. Okay, so it's killing me. It's taking 4 days. It shouldn't take 4 days. It should not take 4 days. Hello from Miami. MRI service. Hello. Have 1% left to go. Okay, that's weird. Have you tried closing it and rebooting your computer and starting again? You don't have to do it all in the same session if you're syncing to the Cardano blockchain. All right. And Randy's here. Good. Let's jump into the news real quick. Let's get this out of the way. Before I jump too far into anything, I've got a description down below. If you, bless his heart, Bill Osborne kept sending messages saying, I can't see your descriptions down below. What are you talking about? And if you're watching a YouTube video and you scroll down just a little bit below the video itself, there is a little thing that says show more, if that's what it is. Whatever, it's like show more. And when you click on that, you can see the entire description. For those of you who are not aware of this, just throwing it out there, right? So if you look down below the video and you click show more, you'll see all of this cool stuff in my description down below. This is not an investment forum. Maybe I could make more money if it was, but it's not. I'm not like here to pump coins. I was reading an article earlier this week how there's people making millions of dollars on YouTube pumping coins or stocks or whatever. And I was reading about it, and it said one of the things you don't do is be bearish, right? The stock market has been going up for the last 10 years, I guess. I don't know, in general. And so you're not supposed to be bullish if you want to attract followers or whatever. But that's not me, right? I'm all about tech support. We're here to talk about the mechanics. I want to help you engage in crypto so that you can invest successfully and store your crypto successfully. But I'm not here to tell you about which coin is hot. We'll talk about hot coins, right? But that's not my thing. Anyway, here's some stuff we're going to talk about. Here's some affiliate people that I'm associated with. I endorse their products. I use their products, crypto.com. I believe they're doing like a $50 thing here in the near future where they're upping the referral to 50. It used to be 50 back a couple years back. So I think they're going to do that for a limited time. So sign up for crypto.com. It's a great platform where you can buy, sell, trade, stake, do all kinds of stuff with cryptocurrencies on your phone. I think it's cool. And the Ledger Nano hardware device, it's a very safe and secure way to store your cryptocurrency where the private keys are held offline. Safe and secure. There are a lot of hardware wallets out there on the market. I prefer Ledger. I use it pretty much my go-to wallet, but I also like Trezor. I've used Trezor. I've done some videos on Trezor. I got a Trezor link here if you want to get the latest Trezor Model T. Clothing line for hodlers. I haven't worn my shirt in a while. I need to get a larger size. I ordered large and it wasn't big enough. I think it needed an XL or whatever. But cool stuff, right? Ledger starter pack for those of you who are just getting started. You might want to get the S if you're on a budget, but I would highly recommend the Ledger Nano X if you can afford it. If you've got over $10,000 worth of cryptocurrency that you want to secure, you should be able to afford to spring for a Ledger Nano X, right? I hear a lot of that, How much crypto do you have? Oh, $68,000. I'm like, and you have $68,000 worth of crypto and you're too cheap to buy an X? Anyway, enough of that. All right, high interest on BlockFi. I've got a sign-up link for BlockFi. CoinTracker, a very good company that helps you do your crypto taxes, tracks all of your exchanges and wallets, and keeps track of all those capital gains, left, up and down, gains and losses, right? NordVPN, whatever, just tip me again. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US. We're going to play around with some of those tonight. There was a question that someone sent me on Twitter about whitelisting. We'll talk about that a little bit. Brave browser. I'm going to try to withdraw some BAT from Uphold tonight. And then there's my email if I don't get to your question. Some cool links about Bitcoin. And then the news stories that I'm going to cover tonight. I'll kind of gloss over the news because we got a lot of cool stuff we want to do tonight. Cosmopolitan Wonder from England. It's nice to have you. OG Crypto. Yeah, go ahead and reboot your computer and then relaunch Daedalus. It'll just pick up where it left off. I'll wait. Yeah. Okay, so jump into the news. Dreading September, Bitcoin price hopes to break the slump trend, right? So if you know me, I'm not a huge chartist. You can't predict the market, really. If you could, it wouldn't be a market. But there are a lot of precedents, and there's charting and historical precedents and all that kind of stuff, where people talk about what the market did and didn't do and could and wouldn't do and all that kind of stuff. Moving averages and what's that stuff? Resistance and support and all that stuff, right? So apparently September has traditionally not been a great month for Bitcoin, right? So we'll see what happens this September. Could break the trend this September if you want to check out this article. I am hoping as time goes by that the decoupling will occur, that the rest of the market will start to move independently from Bitcoin. And I believe we're getting closer and closer to that every day as cryptos become more mainstream and the promise of blockchain technology reaches fruition. It won't matter what Bitcoin is doing, to a company like, say, I don't know, Cardano, right? It won't matter anymore what Bitcoin does. Cardano will have its own trajectory, or Ethereum will have its own, or Solana will have its own trajectory. But as it stands right now, the market sort of takes its cues from Bitcoin, right? So here we go. It's a pretty good article about what might or could not, may or may not happen with Bitcoin in September. We'll see, right? Bitcoin has broke 50,000 and it appears to be well above 50,000 according to crypto.com right now. It's 50,631. So we'll see. Bitcoin broke 50 again yesterday. It was 2 weeks ago breaking 52. And then, so we'll see. We'll see if it can, go fast. Now, let's take a look at altcoins, right? Altcoin is any coin that's not Bitcoin, basically, which is kind of an overbroad category, because you've got Ethereum and Cardano and Tether and XRP in that group. It's kind of it's like an overly broad group, but it is. It's when we say altcoin, we mean anything besides Bitcoin. And then altcoins are on fire, right? We've had, this article is about a few altcoins that broke out yesterday, Polymath being one of them. And I was really surprised to see Polymath. It showed up in my crypto.com list of top gainers, and it's surprising. I had noticed it the other day, and I think it was around 50 cents and was moving up to 60 cents. And I actually own some Polymath, if you can believe that. I bought it back in 2018, if you can believe that. Maybe even 2017. I don't know. But I remember when it first came out, I was like, tokenized securities, that's a good idea. That's the wave of the future. And I watched Polygon negative for like 3 years. And then in the early part of this year, it was rallying up. And I remember its high back then was like 50. And I was like, whoa, 50 cents. Dude, I sold some, right? But I still have some. And now, when I was looking at it the other day, I was like, well, I'll sell some when it hits $1. Just like, it may be a few months or whatever. And then like 2 days later, boom, it was like $1.19 yesterday. I was like, damn. So anyway, I moved a little bit over to Coinbase Pro. I haven't sold it yet. But that's a strategy that you might have if you have some tokens in your wallet that have been there forever. I moved some over to Coinbase Pro so that if it keeps going up, at some point I might sell some. I might just leave it there. Who knows? But it's not all of my holdings, some of it. So here's a good article about altcoins and how that we've seen some breakout altcoins, right? And then not to leave out any of the others, but we've had Solana hitting all-time highs, Cardano hitting all-time highs. We've got a lot of altcoins hitting all-time highs. All right, let's see. Next one, NFTs. NFTs are back, right? We were talking a lot about NFTs early in the year. And then, like, after the great crypto crash of May 2021, everyone was writing off Bitcoin and altcoins. The whole crypto market was dead, right? That's what all the news stories were, talking about how crypto was dead and how we were all idiots, and they were, they had their reward, right? They were getting clicks, right? But it turned out that it's not so, right? NFTs are back. People are spending a lot of money on NFTs. Non-fungible token just means a digital security that is unique in and of itself or in a series, right? You may have, a piece of art that gets released as an NFT that is a series of 10 or 20 or 100, who knows, but that's a limited series, right? You won't, they cannot be copied, right? And so it's a good article about what NFTs represent mentally, right? And he talks a little bit about the Che Guevara meme that was iconic photograph that was, appeared on T-shirts and whatnot, and talks about, the mentality behind art and how people like to collect it and how it makes them feel part of that sort of thing. So pretty cool article. You might want to check it out. I've got it linked down below in the description. If you don't see it all, just hit show more and you'll see the entire description. Bless your heart, Bill Osborne. Okay. SEC investigating Uniswap. This is kind of big. Thank you for that tip, by the way, OG Crypto. I really appreciate it. With your little cat animation there. Cool. Emoji, cat emoji, GIF, whatever it is. I like it. I have a cat. It's over there sleeping on the bed. He might jump on my lap a little later. So the SEC has announced that they're going to be investigating Uniswap. They haven't brought any formal charges or anything like that. I did not know that Uniswap was a US-based company, but it is. So I guess it falls under their purview. It is a decentralized exchange where people can trade cryptocurrencies without submitting to KYC. And I guess since it's based in the US, the SEC can go after them. It's kind of big news, but my question is exactly what are they going to do and how are they going to do it? Instead of going after a particular crypto, they're going after a company that, is involved in swapping cryptos. So, he might find one crypto in there that qualifies as a security and try to bust them for that. My thinking is it's just a lot of show. There's not a whole lot you can do about decentralized exchanges. The U.S. has long arms, but generally, they make a deal, especially if it's a company that's making a lot of money, So if Uniswap will probably come to some sort of agreement to pay a fine, just like our pharmaceutical companies paying massive fines, It's the cost of doing business, right? For breaking the law, they just pay a fine, get a slap on the wrist. Hopefully crypto will be like that soon. Okay. I think that's it, right? Did we get all 4 stories? I think we got all 4 stories. Let's jump in. Someone, OG Crypto, was downloading Daedalus, right? And it was taking a while. Taxes can never be enough. Taxing crypto has to be the best ripoff. NFTs are nuts. If I'm going to buy an NFT art, better look at amazing, not pixelated garbage. I know it's kind of weird how people are paying such high prices for these crypto punks, which are very pixelated. But they're, they're unique, I guess. Can I show BNB staking? I'll see if I can get to that. Let's see. What were we... Oh, I wanted to talk quickly about a question that a nice gentleman on Twitter had asked me about. So I went over to Twitter to try to find... Oh, it's gone. Oh, I wanted to show you that little... It's way down there now. I'll never find it. Where was it? I thought that was pretty good. Ah, there it is. VP Harris heading to California to boost Gavin Newsom ahead of recall vote. What could possibly go wrong? I'm sorry, I just had to say that. All right. So what was I going to do? I wanted to profile and do tweets and... Oh, yeah. Mr. Mark Wiener 13 asked me a question about whitelisting, so I think I'll jump into that first. Now, as you may or may not know, if you have a Bitcoin wallet in Ledger Live and which is the software that is used to interface with your ledger device, and you decide you want to send some more Bitcoin to this wallet. If you do a receive, and I'm just going to skip through, I'm just going to say I don't have the device. We'll skip that verification step. It generates a receiving address, right? This is an address that someone can send Bitcoin to this address, and please don't send me any Bitcoin. But it generates an address, right? And then once you send some Bitcoin to this wallet using that address, the next time you go to receive, it will be a different address, right? Notice it was the same address that time because I haven't sent any Bitcoin since it generated this address, right? So the Ledger Bitcoin wallet by default will give you a brand new address every time. This increases privacy and security because each address has its own transaction history, right? So if you're using the exact same address over and over and over again, then anyone that you send that address to can click on it on a blockchain explorer and see the entire history of deposits to that address. That may or may not be a good thing, right? But for privacy's sake, it's better to generate a fresh address for each Bitcoin. Having said that, that's how Bitcoin wallets work, at least how the Ledger Bitcoin wallet works. Every new transaction should have a brand new receiving address, still going to the exact same wallet, right? The private key of the wallet and the public key of the wallet do not change. However, the public key can generate a multitude of receiving addresses, right? So that is the default. Now, if we go over here to Coinbase Pro, I'm logged into my Coinbase Pro account. And this is Coinbase Pro. This is one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the US, right? If you have a regular Coinbase account, you can log into Coinbase Pro, right? You don't have to pay extra to use Coinbase Pro. It's a little more complicated, a little less user-friendly, but it's the same as, you log in with the same credentials as your Coinbase account. So the question was, and let's see, address book. He wanted to know about whitelisting. Now, when we're dealing with a cryptocurrency exchange, we have some other concerns. And one of the concerns is someone logs into my Coinbase account and tries to withdraw crypto to their wallet, right? Someone hacks into my account and tries to withdraw to their wallet, right? So this whitelisting is here in the address book. We can turn this on, and if I enable whitelisting, then it's a security feature that limits withdrawals to only the addresses in your address book. So that means that when I enable this, it is more secure. A thought just occurred to me, and I thought, well, if someone can hack into my Coinbase account, can't they just turn off whitelisting if they're already in there? I don't know. But anyway, the idea here is that only the Bitcoin addresses that I've authorized will I be able to make withdrawals to. And so that increases security. So if someone were to somehow run a script or whatever and didn't really have full access but just tried to make a withdrawal to their own wallet, it wouldn't do it because they have their address is not in this list, right? That's the idea here. Now, if you enable it, I'm not going to do it because it'll take 48 hours for the whitelisted address to be active, right? I want to maybe withdraw some stuff tonight, so I'm not going to do this. But the idea of whitelisting is that you've authorized the exchange to send to that address. You've watched me do this on Coinbase, on Crypto.com many times. Crypto.com forces you to whitelist before you can send crypto out. And that's just an additional security feature on the exchange that prevents or that verifies each address is indeed valid, right? That it's not an attacker's address, right? Or it's not a mistake or whatever, right? So if you've whitelisted, if you've added, let's say we add this Bitcoin address to our whitelist, right? In Coinbase, and I have that address whitelisted, I can send to that address over and over and over again. I can, and the Bitcoin will always end up in the wallet. Just because, and let's say that I've also started generating brand new sending addresses. Maybe I'm withdrawing from a different exchange and into this wallet, right? And it's no longer giving me this address, it's giving me new addresses. I can still send Bitcoin to this address. I can send Bitcoin to this address over and over and over again, even if the wallet gives me a brand new address, right? Because there are a multitude of receiving addresses, and once they are created, you can send to the same addresses over and over and over again, and the money will, the Bitcoin will always end up in the wallet, right? So the new addresses that Ledger generates are a security feature of the Bitcoin wallet. The whole idea of whitelisting on an exchange is a security feature to prevent unauthorized withdrawals to addresses that aren't in your address book, right? So there's a little bit of security on the cryptocurrency exchange, and then there's the security of the Bitcoin wallet. And they don't really mesh right? Because if you whitelist an address and keep using it over and over again, you've sacrificed a little bit of your privacy, because now you have an address that's got multiple transactions. Easier to trace what you're doing, right? But it's not a deal breaker or anything. It's just, it is what it is, right? And if you want, you can, every time you create a new address over in Ledger Live, you can whitelist that address as well and have like a multitude of whitelisted addresses in your Coinbase account if you want. Or you can just whitelist one and just use that all the time. It's up to you, right? It's not a big deal, right? If you're not trying to hide anything, then it's not a big deal, because Coinbase doesn't really care, right? If you're running a coffee shop and you want people to pay in Bitcoin, it's probably better to generate a new address each time, right? Because they can look at that receiving address and see all the transactions you did earlier. And if it's a butcher shop, they might say, oh, it looks like you're only charged. They can see what you're charging. They may not know everything about the transaction, but they might say, oh, you made a lot of money today, maybe you can give me a discount. That kind of, we don't really want people to know our private financial information. But Coinbase doesn't really matter. They're not our customer, right? And they're supposedly keeping all our information private, right? Unless the cops ask them. Anyway, Scott's here. It's good to have Scott, right? Let's see. Let's go over here. Where are we tonight? Let's go back up here to the top and see what we're going to do. Okay, we did the Coinbase Pro whitelisting. I wanted to purchase some Serum on the Solana blockchain. So let's check that out. Serum is a Solana-based token. I don't know that you can buy it on any other platforms besides Solana. Let's see. Let's just check it out. Oh, you know what? There was a story that I didn't cover that I thought that I had... what was it about? Huh. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about it. There was a story about Binance. Binance pushes back against warning from South Africa regulator, right? So apparently they were warned by a regulator in South Africa, and Binance was like, dude, we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing, and you don't even have the authority to regulate us anyway, right? We comply with all the regulations of this other agency, right? So Binance is starting to push back a little bit on all this stuff. All right. And I just wanted to, while we're on the subject, which I just got on the subject, but I just wanted to point out this thing here, which many of you may not be aware of. If you're in CoinGecko and then you go over to exchanges, these are the top cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. right? Notice anything that kind of jumps out at you, right? Look at the 24-hour volume of Binance compared to Coinbase, right? So Coinbase is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the U.S. And look at Binance. Binance did $25 billion worth of 24-hour volume. Coinbase didn't even do $5 billion, right? So if you're looking at Binance in that respect, right, do you think it's going to fall anytime soon? Do you think an exchange with this kind of transaction history, 24-hour volume, is going anywhere? Probably not. Maybe that's why they keep attacking it, right? Because it's the big boy. But with that kind of clout, financial clout, and brand recognition, I don't think it's going anywhere. Just me. That's just me saying. I don't know about Binance Key policy. Hi, Mr. David. Juan Zayas. Hello, Juan. It's good to have you. JDO is here tonight. It's good to have JDO here. Mr. Scott Lee is here. Good to have Scott here. What are you cooking tonight, Scott? You got to have something good in the oven over there. Using the same whitelisted address, the same as going home each day to the same house, as everyone knows where you live. It's a security issue. It depends, right? That's a good comment, JDO. That's right. It is. Especially with, the way blockchain, the blockchain on Bitcoin is transparent, right? Anyone can see it. Okay, so I wanted to buy this Serum token. So let's see here. What was it? SRM, right? Serum token. I only do this because it's kind of one of the top coins on the Solana network, right? So where can we buy this coin? Let's look at markets. Okay. So it looks like you can buy it on Binance. All right. You can get it on Sushi Swap. But everything else is kind of like, you can't buy it on Coinbase. You can't buy it on Binance US. Mostly, Kraken. Okay. So I guess you can buy it on Kraken. Interesting. I did not know that. But I'm going to buy it a different way, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over to Coinbase Pro. And we're going to buy a little bit of Solana. Okay, come on. What are you doing to me? Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. What's going on over here? Okay, there we go. All right, so let's buy some Solana. Right now, if you look at my portfolio, boobity boobity boo, we got some Tether in there, which I parked last week. And then we've got that polymath I was telling you about. I moved about 1,000 polymath over here just in case I decide to sell, right? I don't know about Binance's KYC because I'm in the US. I don't have access to Binance. So I don't know how I know that they now are telling people that if you don't do KYC, then you can't trade anymore. I know that, but I don't trade on Binance anymore. Even with a VPN, right? You're allowed to maybe withdraw and do a couple little things, but you're not allowed to trade anymore like you used to be able to, right? That's sad, right? And like if you're in the U.S., you can't do KYC on Binance. Right? It'd have to be, you'd have to live in a country that allows you to use Binance, like France or Belgium or Singapore or whatever. I know they're getting some pushback from Singapore, I heard, but that's the scenario, right? And if I were to sign on with a VPN and try to do KYC, it wouldn't work, right? Because I'd show them my US ID and they'd be like, can't do that. Yeah, I used to use Binance quite a bit, but they've been tightening up their policies over the last couple years, right, to avoid regulatory issues. All right. So anyway, all right. So we got this Tether. We'll use that Tether to buy some Solana so that we can go over and trade on the Solana network. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could deposit some US dollar in your Coinbase Pro account from your bank account. And we could do that. The only problem is it'll take like 6 to 7 days for that money to clear before I can withdraw any of it. Right? Now, in my case, I could drop $100 in here and it wouldn't be a big deal because I've got the tether in there now. It covers that. Right? I have like $1,000 worth of tether that is cleared. So I could drop $100 in there and then I could withdraw right away if I bought $100 worth of something because that tether clears me. I just couldn't get my balance down below that $100. Right. I know it's not a big deal. So anyway, we could have done US dollar or tether, right? So if we go over here to markets and we do Solana, you'll see that there is there's a dollar market. Like I can trade Sol for dollar, or I can trade Sol for tether. So I'm going to use tether, and then I could also trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a trading pair with just about everything, and then I guess this is British pounds and euros, right? But I don't have either of those either. So let's click here. We want to buy Solana, and we're not going to max it out. We're just going to do 200. We'll do 200. They're going to charge me 70-cent trading fee. That's not bad, right? We're avoiding that merchant charge that we would get if we just bought Solana outright on Coinbase. Right, so let's place our buy order. And so now we should have Solana in our portfolio free and clear, right? Ready to go. We should be able to withdraw this right away because that tether had been in there for a while. It's cleared. If you deposit tether from, like one of your cryptocurrency wallet, it clears pretty much right away within, half an hour or whatever, right? Rather than like a US dollar deposit from a bank takes like 6 days before you can withdraw. You can trade, but you can't withdraw. All right, so I'm going to go over to my Solana wallet, which is, I'm going to use Soulflare here. I'm going to play around with these wallets a little bit. Now this wallet is connected to a ledger device. All right, so you say, well, what does that mean? Right? I had someone earlier that was asking me about Phantom Wallet, and they said, they were like, oh, well, Phantom Wallet gave me a 12-word recovery phrase. Is that important? And I said, well, it is if you're using main wallet, right? Main wallet is what gets created when you set this wallet up. And they give you a 12-word recovery phrase. And yes, you should write it down because I put some funds in here, right? But I also created a wallet by connecting my ledger. And in doing that, I now have a new Solana wallet based on my ledger that is got its own backup phrase, right? It's not dependent on that 12-word backup phrase for the Phantom wallet, right? That 12-word backup phrase is for the main wallet, right? My other wallet, my ledger-based wallet, relies on the ledger, right? So where's the backup phrase? You don't need it for the Solana wallet because it can be regenerated when you restore the entire device from your 24-word recovery phrase. A lot of people get confused about this. The 24-word recovery phrase is the master private key of your ledger device. If your ledger device gets lost or stolen or damaged, you can buy a new one and use that 24-word recovery phrase to recover the entire device. And then I'll go back and reinstall the Solana app, and it will regenerate the Solana private key that I was using before, right? It's called deterministic wallets, right? So I can destroy the wallet, restore the wallet, and then reinstall the Solana app, and that Solana wallet comes right back, right? So I don't need the 12-word recovery phrase for the Solana wallet on here. It's in there. It's handled, right? I don't need to see it. Also, you don't need to see the private key either. People are always going, I need to see the private key on my ledger so I can save it and store it. I'm like, dude, you don't need to see it, right? It's a really long number that wouldn't make any sense to you anyway. You have it. You have the 24-word recovery phrase. It is a human readable format of your master private key. There's no reason to actually see the key, right? Human beings are curious, right? Where is that private key? I need to see it. Well, you don't need to see it because the 24-word recovery phrase can restore your device, right? So I hope that clears up this whole issue between like a ledger-based wallet and a standalone wallet, right? The standalone wallet has a 12-word backup phrase that I wrote down when I created the Phantom wallet. I need it if I want to get this, this Solana and Radium back. But I don't need it for this wallet, right? I could always create a brand new Phantom wallet and then reattach the ledger and be good, right? Doesn't matter. It's all based on the ledger. All right, so, but let's use Soulflare. And notice these are the same, right? They're both connected to the same ledger, all right? So the wallets are identical and they're synced, right? So, okay, well, what if something happens to my computer and then I lose everything? Okay, let's log out. Why not? Right? I don't know. Maybe I lost something there. Who knows? I don't think so. All right, so all we got to do is go back to Access Wallet, Ledger, Continue, and I need to be in the Solana app. Let's turn this camera on. Boop-a-doo. Zoom in here a little bit. I don't need that. I don't know what that was doing. Oh, it's because I was doing the Bitcoin address. I want to cancel this. All right. Let's go over to Solana. Wherever it is. There it is. Oops. All right. Let's hit continue here. Oh, it just like saw my wallet, right? Boy, it's acting weird. Okay. All right, look, it found all those Solana wallets that I have on my ledger, right? So I don't need the 12-word recovery phrase to restore that. So let's hit this one. This is the one we're going to play with. I'm going to skip this step. Wallet's back, right? So I don't need the 12-word recovery phrase that I created with Solana, right? I'm sorry, the Soulflare wallet. Same with this guy over here. Actually, I'm not going to do it because I don't feel like recovering this wallet. I'm just going to leave this one. But I could do the same thing. I don't know if I can do the wallet. Can I do that? Yeah. So I can remove this wallet. Sorry. Remove. Right? And then now I'm just down to main, right? And now I can do this. Add connect wallet. Connect hardware wallet. Search for wallet. It sees my Ledger Nano. Select wallet address. It's that one, the second one. I know. Boom. Let's look here. Back. All right. So we don't need the 12-word recovery phrase to get that wallet back. It's all based on the ledger. All right. So now let's do Solana. Let's do receive. Let's copy this address into our clipboard. Let's go over to Coinbase Pro. Let's do a withdrawal. Let's say we want to withdraw Sol, and I think I have enough, right? Because there's a limit, right? I think it's 1.1 or 1.2 Sol. I think we're okay there. Let's enter the address. Let's paste it in there. We'll use this address. It's a valid Sol address. Let's max it out. No! Oh, are you kidding me? That can't be right. Oh, you're killing me. What? Pending? Okay, so I still have a pending $100 deposit, so it's not going to let me do that. But I'm only withdrawing $200. Oh, that's from the other day. I can't believe this. Major fail. Okay, let me take a look at this. I thought that I didn't even use the dollars to buy the Solana. I used my ledger. or I'm sorry, I use my Tether, which it says I have all this available to withdraw. Wait a minute. Sol balance, pending. What am I doing here? While we wait for your bank transfers, you can instantly trade. Okay, I get that. I have $100 pending deposit, and I have $1,800 available to withdraw. And why is it telling me that I can't withdraw 1.4 Sol? That doesn't make any sense. Huh. Okay, I'm going to try it anyway. See what it tells me to do. No, it's not going to let me do it. Unbelievable. You're killing me over here. Why won't it let me withdraw that? Take a deep breath, Rex. Why would it not allow me to do that? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Right? I have a $100 deposit for some money. I deposited $100 in here the other day, and now it's telling me that I can't withdraw $140 worth of Solana. Well, that's okay. Well, we can move on from this, but I'm a little perturbed. All right, so let's try that one more time. Withdraw Sol. Maybe I bought some Sol with the $100. Is that what happened? That just seems so weird. There's the Sol address. There's the max, and it's telling me my funds are insufficient funds. Wow, Coinbase Pro, how dare you? So, okay, so if I have 1870 available to withdraw, so why won't it let me withdraw? Oh well. Messed up, huh? Okay, but that's okay. As long as I know I have the 1.4 Sol, then in my Coinbase account at today's price, I'll just wait until I can withdraw it. 4 or 5 days. I still don't know why they won't let me withdraw. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so we'll just act as if we just put an extra 1.4 in there, right? And we'll use it to buy this Serum. Now, notice when I go over here to swap, and I see I already have 10 in here, so I'm not. I have enough that's already in the wallet to make this trade. But my plan was I was going to buy a little bit, move it over to the wallet, and then make the trade so you guys could watch the process, right? All right. But anyway, all right. So 1.4. No, 1.4. All right. Which is about $200 worth of US dollar coins. Well, we won, right? And then SRM, Serum, is the one that I want. Now, I've tried to do this and failed in the Soulflare wallet. We're going to give it a shot, see what happens. Right? I'm in the Solana app. Let's hit swap. Okay, it should say something on my ledger. Ah, there it is. Okay, it seemed to work this time. Interesting. All right. And then people ask me about this unrecognized format. It just means that the code for the Solana chain, let's go ahead and finish this first, and then we'll talk about it, because sometimes these prices, there it is. That's the one. Error transaction too large. I have no idea what that means. I tried doing less, and it's still, every time I tried to make the trade on Soulflare, it gave me that error message. So I don't know what that's all about. I think it's some bug with the compatibility of the ledger, right? So that unrecognized format, is it blind signing? Was it blind signing on the? I'm thinking, is it Solana? Yeah, I guess that it is, right? Yeah, allow blind sign is active, right? So someone asked me about this. They said, what is that blind sign? Does that mean you're just blindly signing anything? And yes, in a way, right? Because the ledger does not fully understand the code on the Solana blockchain all the way, right? So let's just go back here. You have to sort of override the behavior of the ledger so that it's not too strict, right? Because there's some code on the Solana blockchain that the developers threw on there that the ledger doesn't quite get. So if you try to use the strict protocols on the ledger, things won't work right. Right. That's why you active blind signing. I know it's a little less. There's a small security risk there too. Right. But I'm willing to live with that. All right. So we couldn't make the trade. So what are we going to do? We're going to try it over in Phantom Wallet. On the exact same wallet, right? They have a trade interface. All right, let's do 1.4 again. That's going to be about 22 SRM. Let's hit review order. Let's hit swap. All right, there it is again, unrecognized format. Let's scroll over to approve and hit both buttons. And Phantom does it, right? Phantom does it. Interesting, huh? Let's go back over here. And you see now we've got more Serum, right? Also, let's check this wallet. This wallet sees that I have more Serum, right? Even though this wallet wasn't the one that actually helped me perform the trade, it shows up in this wallet because they're both pointing to the same wallet. They're both pointing to my ledger. Right? So there you go. Right? So in this case, Phantom seems to have won tonight's competition of wallets. That was pretty cool. All right. Yeah, Coinbase Pro can be a little tricky for noobs. Now, if I had gone over to Coinbase Pro and just simply bought the Solana from right out of my bank account, along with that merchant charge, I would have been able to withdraw it right away. That's right. Coinbase Pro wouldn't have had anything to say about it. So Coinbase Pro can be kind of a pain. Does anyone understand why I couldn't withdraw that for a $100 deposit? It just seemed weird. Anyway, with a coin that I bought with my Tether, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just weird. Okay, Scott has to go number 2. Good night, Scott. Please come back. I'm blurry again. Yeah, blurry. Yeah, I get blurry sometimes. It's not me. Taylor, go slow and make sure only move a very small amount first in case you screw up. Yes, Taylor. Good. Thank you for saying that, JDO. Here we go. There should have been a link about not as much as you thought available. That will give you the reason it's not available. That's funny. That is so weird. And it even said available to withdraw is like $1,800. And then that $100 was holding up my Solana withdrawal. It's just weird. That's okay. I'll wait. Thank you. Hit the like button. It does help. How do you connect with a trust wallet to Ledger? Okay. I was going to do that tonight, so we'll get to that. All right. So we did that. That was fun. Ran into a few little issues there. Bummer. Withdraw some Terra Luna from crypto.com. Okay. So let's do that. Here's crypto.com. Okay, we're at 5274. So we're still above 500. We're still above 50,000, but there is a little bit of a, it came down a little bit, right? But it's still over 50. Oh, and well, Ethereum is over 39, but it was over 4 yesterday. All right, so, and there's Polymath doing good, up 45% as of 24 hours ago. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that when you get bonuses with your Crypto.com coin by either using your MCO Visa card or paying your... You can set up this card to pay for your Netflix and Spotify, and they give you rebates. So notice there, they're just on auto, right? I went into my account, I used my Crypto.com credit card number in my Spotify and Netflix account. So every month they bill that card, and then it comes through on Crypto.com, and I get 100% rebates on Spotify and Netflix, right? And then you also get referral bonuses, right? And you get staking bonuses. It's all paid in CRO. So there you can see I've accumulated about $38 worth of CRO, right? over time, you'll get quite a bit. A friend of mine, well, Dan, uses it to pay a lot of his bills and gets the 3% cash back in CRO, right? So crypto.com is a good way to earn CRO. And then people are like, oh, CRO, what is it good for? Well, it's good for a lot of things, right? You can trade it with no fees, right? So let's top up our Terra with a little CRO. So I'm going to tap crypto.com coin. I'm going to choose sell CRO. And then it ticked off Terra because I've already got some Terra in there, but I could have chose any of these other coins if I wanted to trade my CRO for any of these others. I'll go ahead and just add it to my Terra balance. So, and there down at the bottom it says sell CRO. I'll just tap that. There's no fee when you trade CRO for any other coin on crypto.com. It's pretty good. What can I say? It's a good platform. Been around a while too. All right, so I sold it, and now we've got some more Terra Luna. Right, so we got more Terra Luna than we did before. All right, I just got a confirmation there, and it's available to withdraw. So I'm going to withdraw to my Terra Luna wallet, which I don't remember the name, if I can find it here. Let's see, where is it? Let's try this. What is this thing anyway? Terra Luna wallet. I think it's solvable. No, let's try it. Terra Luna wallet. I guess I haven't bookmarked this thing. I think it's this one. No, it's not that one. Where is this? I should look at my own video. What was the name of that wallet? Damn it! What wallet supports the best? Oh, okay. So let's just go over to Ledger. I'm just like totally lost here. Okay. All right, let's go over to crypto assets. Let's do Luna. Okay. All right, there it is, Terra Station wallet. I just remembered. Okay. All right, so Terra Station wallet is an interface wallet that you can use to manage your Terra token, your Luna tokens, right? I remember now that I downloaded the full version of it. I don't know where I found it, but I did. Okay. Oops, that's not right. Okay. Anyway, there's a way to do it. I can't remember. I have a video that explains how to do it. But there is a way to actually download the wallet to your computer. And it's on my computer. So I'm going to use that one. I'm not going to use the web interface, although it's probably fine. See, there it is, Terra Station. So I'll just click Terra Station. And you can see there, that's it. That's the wallet, right? I've got a download desktop-based version of the wallet, which I prefer to use. Now, I'm also using, it's connected to my Ledger device, right? So let's go over here to wallet. And as you can see, there's some in there already, right? Let me disconnect. All right, I'm just going to disconnect so you can see that I'm not worried about that wallet, right? So let's hit connect. Whoops. Oh, here. This little link right here. All right, let's turn this on. And let's get out of the Solana app. Oops. Hit both buttons. And let's go over to Terra Station. Where is that thing? Boop-a-doop-a-doo. It's in here somewhere. There it is, Terra. There's the Terra app, right? I installed Terra on my device so that I have a private key for Terra on here. So I'm going to hit both buttons. It's ready. I'll hit this connect link here. I'll say access with Ledger. And please plug in your Ledger wallet, which I've done. Should work. There it is. Boom. All right. See. So, oh, okay. Poof. I don't know where those other ones came from. There was like 5 in there? I probably lost those. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. So I got 60 Terra Luna here, and I'm going to copy this into my clipboard. I think I may have a different ledger or whatever. All right. So God knows. Sometimes I forget what I do with my crypto. Okay. So we've copied it into our clipboard. We can also do this and show the QR code. Please don't do this. I mean, please don't scan my QR code, for God's sake. All right, let's go over here. Let's tap Luna. I'm sorry, Terra, Luna. Let's do a transfer and then withdraw. And we'll choose external wallet. And Terra Station Ledger. Oh, there's 2 different addresses there. Maybe I just wiped the wallet. Who knows? PNECP. Oh, that's it right there. See the one that says Terra Station? That's the same address, right? So I don't need to scan the QR code. It's already in my whitelist. No, is it? Yeah, that's in there. It's the same address. All right. So let's hit withdraw Luna. Let's choose max. Let's hit withdraw. And confirm. And I need my code. So I need my crypto.com code from Google Authenticator. I'm just going to allow a new one to refresh. We'll tap that code. We'll slide back over to crypto.com and we'll paste and continue. And off it goes. All right. So what do we have in there? 60? Okay. All right. So that's good. Request received. All right. So we withdrew it from crypto.com and let's refresh. Might take a minute. We'll see. All right. Let's see what's cooking over in the comments. Stake your ADA on Daedalus and hodl until ADA goes over 10. Yes, Terra Station, you were probably trying to tell me. Topher was probably, he's screaming over here. Dude, come on, Terra Station. It's Terra Station. You know what I don't know where that extra 5 was, though. That was weird. That's probably a different ledger, right? Unless there's more than one. I don't know. Let me see here. I'm just going to check something real quick. I'm pretty sure that that's what I had. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I had was 60. I don't know what that 5 was that was showing up there earlier. I think it was just a ghost. All right. So let's see. What did we do? What did we send? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we got it, right? It came from crypto.com into our Terra Station wallet, ledger-based Terra Station wallet, right? Right. So if you were to create a standalone Terra Station wallet with a backup phrase, that would be important, right? But I simply connected my Ledger device that already has the Terra app on here. So I don't need the 12-word or 24-word recovery phrase for the Terra wallet, right? Because it is regeneratable if the ledger gets restored, right? If I restore a ledger and if I restore this ledger from my 24-word ledger recovery phrase, it can regenerate all of the same wallets again. All I have to do is reinstall the apps that were on there before, and all my wallets will be back, right? So the ledger handles all of those wallets. That's what's cool about the ledger. It can regenerate the same exact wallet every time. It's deterministic, right? So I don't need to worry about my... And as you saw, I was able to disconnect and reconnect the wallet with not a care in the world. All right, so that's cool. Let's see. What else are we doing tonight? Boop-a-doo. Withdraw some basic attention token to our ledger. Okay, so let's try that. Someone had asked me about Trust Wallet and Ledger, so I'll do that next, right? So let's see. Let's go over to our, let's close this. All right, let's go over to our rewards in our Brave browser, right? And I've got some, I don't know what they want me to do here. Verify the wallet. It's optional. Okay. Okay. Never done this before. Okay, I've already done this. I don't know why it's... okay, well, I already have the account. So let's see, if I hit withdraw funds, okay. All right, whatever. It's like I've never done this before, which is weird. All right, so it should take me to, okay, I've never done this before. Whatever. Let's hit authorize. Now they want me to log into Uphold, which I've got. I might have reinstalled something, I don't know. All right, so I do have a two-factor authentication code for Uphold, which I will find here in my Google Authenticator. All right, there it is. All right, we'll hit continue. Whoops, there it goes. All right. Boop. Okay. Well, that's weird. Huh? What just happened? All right, can I do this again? Ugh, seriously, what the hell? I thought we already did this. Oh, you're killing me here. Come on. Ugh, why is it doing that? It should take me to Uphold, but apparently it's not. Oh, I guess it's just sort of linking me to Uphold, I guess. I don't get it. Whatever. This is weird. I never did really care much for Uphold, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's go over to Uphold, because there are more than one. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Let's log in. Okay, here we go. I'm not that crazy about this new interface. But I am going to try to withdraw the BAT that I have in this wallet to my Ledger. All right, so let's go over to Ledger Live. Let's go over to accounts. I've got an Ethereum wallet here. There's 0 BAT in here at the moment, right? But let's get the address of this wallet. And there it is. I'm familiar with this address because the Ethereum wallets never change, right? It's always the same address for Ethereum wallet. So much for privacy, right? I'll copy this into my clipboard. Let's go back over here to Uphold, and let's see if I can get this out. I've always had trouble with this dumb interface, right? It's like it won't allow me to withdraw. Anything to anything. Okay, well, that's nice of them. All right, so I have the Brave Payments balance. And then I have Brave Browser balance from God knows when. All right, so let's do that. Okay. Let's see if I can withdraw. Okay. That's not helping. This is like a trading interface, right? Oh, wait a minute. Let's try over here. Okay. All right. So let's try this again. Okay, I want to withdraw all of it. Okay. See, this is where it just goes nuts. To a utility token, BAT, right? Okay, add a new BAT account. That's what I'm trying to do. And see, it doesn't do it, right? It does this dumb thing. It just adds the one that was already in there, which is dumb, right? Why won't it add a new one? So stupid. Boom. Add a new BAT account. It won't allow me to do that. All right, so let's do this. Let me just see if I can paste that stupid address in there. Is it going to? No. It's not going to let me do that either, apparently. What in God's name? That's why I hate this thing. It's just so dense. All I'm trying to do is withdraw some tokens that are in this account. Is that so difficult? Okay. God, it's so whacked. Why is it such a hassle to withdraw? Now, they used to let you go back to the old interface. Now they won't, right? Now they're like, you got to use the new one. Yeah, this is so dumb. Brave browser is connected. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a massive fail here. Aha, there it is. Look, switch to classic view. Bum, ba-da-dum. Okay, I can do it from classic view. Yes. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this card. There's our balance. Let's hit 2 cryptocurrency. Go down to basic attention token. And it lets me... Let's do this again. Let's copy this into our clipboard. It lets me paste in the address. Was that so difficult? Why can't I do that with the new one? It just really... Use all available funds. Okay. Let's confirm this. It wants my 2-factor code again. I can do that. And we'll hit confirm. Not enough balance. Okay. All right. So, okay, I won't use all of the available funds. I'll leave some in there. Let's try that again. I'm going to let this this Google Authenticator code refresh. Okay. And we'll hit confirm. Value sent successfully. 85 BAT to Ethereum network. All right. Why won't the new interface let me withdraw to a wallet address? So silly. Yeah. I just like... The only reason I used Uphold is because that was the only way I could deposit BAT. Right? When I signed up for the Brave link thing, whatever, the affiliate link, they were like, it has to be deposited directly in your Uphold account. And they make you go through KYC. God, I'm so blurry. Come on. All right. It will end up in this wallet soon. How to download transaction history from Clever for tax purposes. Well, that's a good one. I wouldn't know about that. Actually, I think you can add the Tron address from your Clever wallet to COINTRACKER. So if the the receiving address for that Tron wallet, just paste it into COINTRACKER, and it'll track that wallet for you. I believe that works. Yeah. So I'm not sure why that new interface is so whacked out on Uphold. Because you saw me go through all the steps that I should have gone through. And I got to that same place that I did basically in Classic View. And then all I wanted to do was paste in my BAT address. And they only gave me the other accounts in Uphold. But they also said add new BAT account. And when I did that, it didn't work. Right? So it was it made it almost practically impossible to withdraw out of Uphold. That was the feeling I got. maybe I was missing something on that new interface, but I find it very obtuse, not user friendly at all. It's almost like they don't want you to withdraw from the Uphold. All right. So we got our bat, right? So we're all happy, right? And Uphold just sent me a message saying my 85 bat has been withdrawn. So we're good on that. Now let's move on to Trust Wallet. And Trust Wallet's going to be a little bit trickier. Actually, I wanted to move some Bitcoin into Trust Wallet. So let me find the wallet that I want here. Second. Not that wallet. Let's see. I'm not really sure about this wallet either. I suppose we can use this wallet. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So, I have some Bitcoin in my ledger-based wallet, right? As you can see, there's a little bit of Bitcoin in this wallet. And I would like to move that into the Trust Wallet, right? But I can't really scan the Trust Wallet with my desktop-based Ledger wallet, right? So what am I going to do? All right, I'll show you. So here's my Trust Wallet. Now I want to put some Bitcoin in here. All right, so let's see if I can find the Bitcoin. There it is. Trust Wallet is pretty cool because it supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, Stellar, Tron, Ravencoin, Binance Smart Chain, BNB. It supports all kinds of different tokens, right? You can even trade and swap a little bit, but I don't know. Holden is too much to copy paste, right? Is it too much to copy paste? IRS sucks. All right. So we got Bitcoin. We have the ability to store Bitcoin in this Trust Wallet. So I'm going to tap on Bitcoin. And then I want to do a receive, right? I want to receive some Bitcoin into this wallet. Now I have this QR code. What am I going to do with this, right? I can't hold it up to my ledger live on my computer, right? I need to get this address to my computer so that I can transfer to it. Well, I could eyeball it, right? I could look at the address and just manually type it in to my Ledger Live interface, right? Right? I could go to Bitcoin. I could go to receive. Oh, wait, what am I? Oh, I'm sending. I'm sorry. I can go to send, and then I can type in the Bitcoin address of my Trust Wallet, right? Because that's where I want to send it, to my Trust Wallet. Do I really want to do that? It's long, tedious, error prone. I might get one character wrong and send it to the wrong address. I don't want to do that. So let's try a different tack, right? Let's share the address with myself, right? Now I can open up my mail in my browser and copy that address into my clipboard on my computer. Wouldn't that make life so much easier? All right. Let's go over to my email. Let's close Uphold. Boy, Uphold was really frustrating. Okay. And this rewards page, whatever the hell that was all about. It just made life so much more difficult. Mail. There it is. There's that Bitcoin address. Let's copy. I don't know what this is. That's interesting. Never tried that. Huh. Oh, that means I would have to download it, blah, blah, blah. That's the long way home, right? Let's do it this way. Let's paste in that address. That is the address of my Trust Wallet. Now I can eyeball that, right? There we go. BC, QV, blobbity, 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 KH, la 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 la, EM76. I'm convinced. It's the right address. All right. Now I got that. How much do I want to send? How much is in here? Okay, so I can send an amount of Bitcoin, or I can just say, oh, okay, send $300 worth of Bitcoin. I can do it that way too. or I could have just typed in 0.0006 Bitcoin, right? I can adjust my fees here. These are not ledger fees. These are fees that I have to pay on the Bitcoin blockchain network. This is how Bitcoin works, right? It's a community project, right? So the miners mine Bitcoin and process transactions, and they get rewarded for that. The end users that want to move Bitcoin from one location to another are agreeing to pay fees on the Bitcoin network. In the early days, there were some wallets that would allow you to send out Bitcoin with no fee and just kind of hope that someone would mine it for you eventually. That's not a really good strategy, right? So the higher fee you pay on your outgoing Bitcoin transaction, the better chance you have of it getting mined and processed quicker, right? So I could do a slow and save me some money. It would only cost me 42 cents, but it could take forever and it's nerve-wracking, right? Or I could do medium and it's going to cost me about $1, and I can guarantee it'll probably be there within a reasonable amount of time. Or I could go fast and spend about 17 cents more if I'm in a real hurry and I want to make sure it goes through. I think in general, the higher the amount of Bitcoin, the lower the fee. I know it sounds weird, but I think it just is. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe miners get done faster when they mine bigger transactions. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and hit continue here. Now we're sending out from our Ledger wallet, so we need to sign the transaction with our device. Right? This is the security of the Ledger device, is that I'm going to have to sign the transaction. Now watch when I do this, what's going to happen. It used to be in the old days you had to manually exit Terra and enter Bitcoin. But now it communicates with the device. It pops me out of Terra, and then indicates that I should open the Bitcoin app. And then I'll hit both buttons to open the Bitcoin app. All right. It's going to give me the details of the transaction. I need to review them. There's the amount of Bitcoin. There's the address we're going to. We can look at it one more time. That's our that's that Trust Wallet address, right? We can see it's the right address. Let's hit accept. Then also there's those fees that I'm paying, that dollar in fees, right? I have to acknowledge that as well. It's like a separate thing. All right, and there we go. And off it goes. I can hit view details. It tells me what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. 300 bucks worth of Bitcoin. You'll notice my balance went down here. Let's go back over here. Let's turn this off. We're done with the ledger. It's already approved the transaction, so we're good there. Let's hit done. And we'll probably get an alert from Trust, right? It'll say something, something Bitcoin received. Sooner or later, right? I don't see it yet, but it'll be here. I can actually pull this down. Oh, there it is. Boom, there it is. I didn't see the incoming confirmation. I usually get like an alert from Trust. It didn't for some reason. I don't know why. But maybe it'll come in a minute. I don't know. But now if we look at the wallet here, you can see that there's Bitcoin in this wallet now. So that's how you transfer from a ledger-based wallet to the Trust wallet. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this was because this gives me access to a little, there it is, received Bitcoin. See it? That's the Trust alert from my phone. Okay. This gives me like easy access to a little bit of Bitcoin on my phone without having to carry the Ledger around with me and use the Ledger Live app or anything. I can just send like, I've always thought about like talking to a waiter or something in a restaurant and saying, hey, have you ever heard of Bitcoin? How would you like me to give you your tip in Bitcoin? And then I would say, all you have to do is go download the Trust wallet onto your phone, write down your 12-word backup phrase quickly, save it, and then show me your address, and I'll send you some Bitcoin. Right? And just like get people interested in Bitcoin, because I like to eat out at restaurants, and I'm a pretty good tipper, and I've always thought, like these young people that are working hard for might be open to receiving some Bitcoin, right? And then they might go home and tell their friends and their family. I know what their first question would be was, how in the hell am I going to sell this? How do I cash this out? And I'd say, well, it's on your phone. You can spend it from your phone, or you'll have to open a Coinbase account or whatever if you want to cash out. But it'd be a good lesson, I think, for people. So, but that's why I thought it might be cool to have a little bit of Bitcoin on my phone, just in case, right? For those occasions. All right, that was fun. I hope that answered the question of the gentleman that asked earlier about Trust Wallet. Gemini sends with no fees, and Celsius does also. I used to, JDO, I use email to send addresses from phone-based app to PC-based apps. It's an easy way to get data from phone to PC. Fast, easy, right? Right. It's better to cut and paste the address than it is to try to type it in manually. Cash App or Venmo, you could do that too. I've got, you can store Bitcoin in Cash App. I'm sorry, I was looking at some pictures my dad sent me of my niece's birthday party at a restaurant, and my niece isn't even in the pictures. It's like, Dad. Okay, the Ledger discount code has expired. Any chance you could ask them to extend it? Thank you. Wayne. Oh, yeah, I was going to check that tonight. That code has expired. I'm going to take this off. Can I do this? I think I'm in edit. I would love to ask them again, but when those codes that they give are few and far between, I have to tell you that. They're a little bit stingy with those codes. They will give them, but on their own terms, right? I've asked before, and they've said, no. But then when they're rolling out something or whatever, then they'll say, oh yeah, we want to give you a code or whatever. That particular code I had to promote. They were like, okay, if you'll do some videos on how to use the new features in Ledger Live for trading, like boopity-boo, yeah. They were like, hey, could you show people how to use Paraswap and Weir? And I was like, well, yeah, I already did. They were like, oh, if you have to do it between July 1st and July 16th or whatever. And I was like, I already posted a video on how to use Weir. I posted it the day it came out. Yeah. So they were like, oh, okay, well, you already posted a video, so we'll give you the code. They were so nice. Let's see, when was that? Yeah, here. This video I posted on June 22nd, right? And their promo started like at the beginning of July. And they were like, yeah, just post a video on how to use our trading features, and we'll give you a code. And I was kind of like, well, I already have a video, already did a video. And so they gave me the code. So yeah, I mean, I would love to always give you guys 20% codes, but they're hard to come by. Ha! Dad. Source smoke. Good to have me. When do you think Ada will be on Ledger Live? I don't know. That's one of the biggest complaints that I get from comments in my videos is like, why can't I manage my Ada and Ledger Live? I know. It's a little disheartening. I get it. All right, let's close Terra Station here. So let's go ahead and go to Cardano. Cardano Home, and let's go to Individuals and Daedalus Wallet. Let's go down to Download. This is the official wallet of the Cardano team, right? But it is a full node wallet. It downloads the entire blockchain to your computer. So let's hit download Daedalus. We'll drop this in our downloads folder. Because my Daedalus got whacked out, I was going to reinstall it, so I figured I'd wait. Now, see these checksums? Like, I can copy this checksum into my clipboard. And once this thing gets downloaded all the way, I'll show you how that works. Okay, so it's all the way downloaded. Okay, sorry. I'm going to use this MD5 SHA sum checker. There are lots of ways you can do SHA checks. You can do them in the Windows, whatever you call that thing. I can't remember the name. Terminal window, right? You can do it right in the terminal window of Windows. You can still do that in Windows. But I'm going to use this. There's also some online SHA sum checkers. But basically what you do is you open up a file, in this case the Daedalus installer, and it runs hashes on them. And it generates this several hashes, but this one is the one we're interested in, the 256. It has to match this one here that's on their website. So instead of eyeballing it, I can just paste it in there, right? And then I'll click verify, and it says the SHA matched, right? That's just a hash is like a mathematical number that is generated by running a transformation on the entire file, right? All the bits and zeros in that downloaded installer. I can run this SHA sum transformation on that and generate a hash code. And then I can compare that code that I get to the one the developers gave. They ran it on their end, right? And then that way when they match, I know that I got the file that they wanted me to download, that it didn't get corrupted or slightly altered during transit, right? There's also more you can go into. You can do this PGP signature thing. I'm not going to do that tonight. It's a little involved, but I've got some videos on that. But let's just go ahead and trust this installer. Downloads. Let's go ahead and run it. We'll hit install. How long is this going to take, for Pete's sake? Okay, there it goes. Alrighty. So now we've got the Daedalus wallet installed. Let's hit close. And it doesn't start automatically. That's kind of weird. But anyway, it doesn't just run automatically. I don't see it down here in my taskbar. That must be it. Yeah, it's just unpinned. Let's just pin the new one there. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. I don't like it cluttering up my desktop. All right, so let's just launch it now. And this is a first-time launch because I uninstalled my old one, and then I went into the... God, it's taken forever. I went into the app data folder and deleted the old one. Let's hit continue. I'm okay with all this stuff. Let's go down here and agree. Okay, there we go. All right, so if I want to connect to my Ledger device, I can, right? I could also create a standalone wallet with a 24-word recovery phrase where the private key is stored on my computer, and I need to save that backup phrase in case the computer glitches or whatever. But I would rather use the Cardano that I have stored on my Ledger already. I'll hit pair. And I have the device connected. I need to get into the Cardano app. But it doesn't do it automatically for me. So I'm going to need to get out of whatever I was in before, which I guess was Bitcoin. Let's go over to Cardano. Was that Cardano? Oh, no, that's different. Sort of looked like, look, Cardano. There it is. I see it. All right, there's Cardano. Let's hit both buttons. All right, I've launched the Cardano app on my device. It wants me to export the public key. I'll hit both buttons for that. I'll confirm that by hitting both buttons again. And now it's going to take forever to sync to this wallet. But it will eventually, right? And now I can track my Cardano in this wallet. Now there is an easier way, a quicker way. Daedalus is cool because it's got a lot of staking tools that you can use. But you can also use Adalite to do the exact same thing, which is like query the device that you have, like my Ledger device. I'll hit unlock with Ledger, and it wants me to export the keys. It sees 6 different addresses on there. It's kind of weird. All right, it's going to load that data up and hit close. And see, I can see my balance right away because Adalite is like a web-based wallet. It queries the Cardano blockchain on servers, so it has access to the full Cardano blockchain. I don't need to wait for the entire blockchain to download to my computer. Now, this is for the ledger-based wallet, right? If you have a standalone wallet, it would be different, right? You would have to log in. You would have to enter the mnemonic every time you launched Adalite, and that's not very secure. But Adalite is great when you have a ledger-based wallet, right? Sees my balance, everything's good, right? It's gonna take like half an hour to an hour for this thing to totally sync up, but it'll be the exact same wallet, just like when we were messing around with Solana earlier. We're looking at the same wallet from 2 different apps. We'll let that simmer, right? Let's go back over here. Where am I? Oh, I downloaded Daedalus from Chrome. Okay, whatever. Let's get that gone. I also dropped a couple of videos since last week. I'm not sure. Maybe this one was before last week. Or no, I think it was the 28th was last week. So yeah, this how to trade and stake Solana. A lot of people were asking me, please do a video on staking Solana. So I did. So you might want to check that one out. And then this one that I did on installing Ledger Live on a new computer. It's a couple weeks old. I'm planning on doing another Ledger setup video for the desktop version of Ledger Live and a brand new Ledger out of the box. I haven't done one since 2020, so I'm due. And those tend to be pretty popular, those Ledger setup videos. Hello, Rex. Haven't figured out staking. Okay. Well, we touched on it slightly. If we go back over to the Soulflare wallet, right? We can go over to the staking. Oh, I think I hear Kitty. You can see that I've got some Solana staked over here. And I could stake more if I wanted to. Basically, what you're doing when you stake is you're depositing some crypto in a smart contract and basically lending it out to the network so that the network is more robust. You're lending your coin power to the network. This is what proof of stake means. And there are people called validators that run servers that are 24/7 that use the tokens that you lend them to validate transactions, right? So the more people that are staked with them, the more transactions, the more trustworthy they are on the network, right? But there's a trade-off, right? We don't want any one validator to have too many coins staked on it, right? You don't want that one validator to have total control of the network, right? So there's a balancing act. And as you can see here, I've got two different, I'm staking 4 Solana with 2 different validators because it spreads my risk so that I'm not risking all of my Solana with one validator, right? So we could create an account here and stake some more Solana, right? If we wanted to stake another 2. And I need to choose a validator. So how do I do that, right? Solana Beach, if I can find it, is going to take me here. Huh, okay. I guess I'm just going to have to, well, I could do it like this. Let's do it like this. Get over here. Yeah, the Explorer is Solana Beach. Right, so the Solana Explorer is Solana Beach, and then they have some information about staking. Right, so if I go over here to validators, it gives me a list of validators that are on the network. Notice that Chainflow and Luna Nova are like one of the top ones. And they want me, in order to prevent centralization, they don't want me to use these ones up here, these top ones, right? Because they want to spread out across the network better, right? We don't want all of the validators to be using these top guys because that makes the network lopsided. So it's a little, it's not like one-click setup, right? It's something you have to be really detail-oriented and technically adept to do all this, right? But there's money in them there hills, right? Because this is passive income, right? This is the dream of being an investor in an emerging technology and getting a pretty decent return on a low-risk investment, right? That's what staking is, basically. And there are a lot of different ways to stake. You can stake on centralized exchanges, right? Like BlockFi. You can deposit your Bitcoin on BlockFi, and BlockFi will pay you a pretty good percentage for storing your Bitcoin with them. But that is actually moving your Bitcoin to their custody. Staking is different. Staking is when it stays in your wallet and it's simply, tied up in a smart contract. So it's more self-custody oriented, right? Although once it's in that smart contract, it is not in your, basically it's not available to you anymore, but it can be unstaked. And to unstake, it doesn't take very long. Okay, here we go. Wayne, you don't need a memo, but the first time you use an XRP wallet, it costs you 20 XRP to initialize the wallet. I think if you, I don't think any U.S. exchanges have XRP anymore. But if I recall, it did require a memo to deposit on an exchange. But to withdraw to your own wallet, you did not need a memo. That's usually how it works. How do you choose a validator? Good question. I talk about that in the video. This Solana video. I discuss all of that. So I'm going to paste that in there. But there are certain criterion that you use when choosing a validator. Oops. Oh, yeah, we wanted to talk about this. We'll talk about that. Where the hell am I? Oh, we're over. No. We're in. Oh, yeah, Soulflare. You have to. There are certain factors. So if we go into, let's click on this chain flow real quick. You can look at their details. So you've got their success rate. You've got their commission. And their success rate is kind of low. It's lower than when I used it. It was higher when I jumped in there before. Okay. So, but that you're looking for a high success rate. That basically just means that they're online or it's like it's tied to their uptime, how long they're up, but maybe they had some issues. Successfully included in the blockchain, validators can miss slots for various reasons related to performance and network latency. But so, and if we go to the list of validators, you'll notice that some validators are charging 100% commission. You don't want that because they take all of the rewards. Why would they do that? Because they don't need any more, what's the word for it? They don't need any more stakers, right? So they indicate to you, don't use us because we're charging 100% commission, because they don't need more stakers. So don't use any validators. That's a no-brainer, right? If they're taking all of the rewards, then don't use them, right? So they've got 7, 8. There's a 7. There's a 10. So you have to choose the validator based on you want a low commission, right? So you get more of your rewards. You want a high uptime. It's complicated. How do you choose a validator? It's a loaded question. Getting older and broker. Thanks for the heads up. I'm going to sell my XRP and uninstall from my Nano. Okay. There are costs with moving any coins from or to exchanges, always. When you move coins, you saw me move some Bitcoin, you pay blockchain fees. And so Bitcoin has a blockchain, Ethereum has a blockchain, Cardano has a blockchain. They all charge fees on their native blockchain. And then the exchanges, because they're using wallets themselves, just pass that cost on to you. Now, some exchanges charge a little extra for their withdrawal fees. It just depends on their business model. Some of them have low merchant fees on purchases and high withdrawal fees. Some of them have zero purchase fees but high trading fees, right? Some of them have low trading fees and high withdrawal fees. It all just depends on the exchange, right? But you're going to get charged by an exchange to withdraw. That's a given. Whether they're passing along the blockchain cost to you or adding on their own, you're going to get, every time you move coins, you're going to get charged. And like on Coinbase Pro, every time you trade coins, you're going to get a trading fee, right? It's a business, right? You would expect that, right? You wouldn't call an Uber thinking they're going to give you a ride for free, right? They got to pay for their gas and their cost of doing business, right? So exchanges are the same. They're businesses. So they have built-in fees for using their services, right? Okay. All right. What else was I going to do? Oh, we're going to check out this Solana NFT. Whoops. What am I doing here? Oh, here. Yeah. Explore Solsea, a Solana-based NFT market. All right, so let's go over here. Now, remember on Soulflare, we have this Solana wallet here that at the moment has, how much does it have in there? 8.9 Sol, right? Now, let's go over to this Solsea, which is brand new. It just came online within the last 24 hours. I haven't quite figured it out completely, but it does allow us to connect a wallet. So let's go to Explore. And here are some of the Solana-based NFTs. And they are not cheap. This one is 100 Sol, right? That's not cheap at all. That's pretty high. This Degen Ape, these are all pretty high. There are some relatively inexpensive. There's some that I could afford, but I really wouldn't know what to do with any of them. But I can sort by price, ascending. So I can see like the cheap ones here. Clown, wow, 0.1 Sol, 0.2 Sol. All right, so let's say I wanted to buy one of these, right? These NFTs. So I could go, I need to connect my wallet. So I want to connect my wallet. But notice they only have Phantom and Solid. I haven't used Solid. I should check into that. Maybe do a video. Let's try Phantom. First of all, let's make sure Phantom is open and ready to go. Here's Phantom. I'll go ahead and enter my password. All right, and it's connected to that ledger. So there's an available balance of Solana, 8.9. So let's hit Phantom. And I need to create an account on Solsea, which I've already done. Right, so I can log into that. And it says I'm logged in, and it's connected to the wallet. Boom, there it goes. Now, let's see if we can buy one of these just for fun, right? Let's try. I don't know what I'm buying, right? So I could be buying something worthless. But I want to buy something less than a sol. How much is a sol? How much is sol? 140. Okay. So sol is not cheap. 140. Whoops. All right. So 0.1, of course, is going to be like 14 bucks. I want to buy something I like. Sunset, that's kind of cool. Who's this? Aurorian, 0.24. I'm not a big fan of masks, I have to tell you. I'm not sure about these things. See, they get more expensive as they go up. What are these, Pokemon? That looks like a Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's like the flare guy, right? Now, if they had Abracadabra, maybe I'd buy it. I don't see it. They're getting a little too expensive for me. What was that? Somebody, that's another Pokemon. Chicken Puddle. $140. Half of that is $70. I'm going to pay $70 for that. Cool Blue. Yeah, I don't like any of these, to be honest with you. Breaking Groove. When Lambo. Oh boy, that is cheap. Lambo guy. Clown is cheap. Cat. All right, this guy. Demon Slayer. All right, you know what? We'll go ahead and buy this one. It's cheap enough that I'm not that concerned about it. I just heard the 1980s calling for its adding machine back. Yeah, I know. I use that for work, actually. I still run tapes. And I was taught by an old school gentleman named Jerry who showed me how to run this business. Jerry has passed on now, but he showed me his method, and it involved tapes. And now I use computers. I use QuickBooks Pro online, and for doing my invoicing and all that stuff and running reports. But I have to manually look through my drivers, what they call buck slips, which is like a slip every time they make a delivery. And so I have to price that out by hand. And so after I add them all into the invoicing system and run reports, I will take the driver slips and add them up and run a tape. And then I will compare that to the report. And sometimes those tapes catch mistakes if they don't jive. Sometimes I made a mistake when I was running the tape, but other times I can see from the slip and what I entered in the invoicing system, I transposed a number or whatever. So I still run tapes, right? I catch mistakes by running those tapes. And it makes that clackety clackety. All right, so we're going to buy a NFT, right? Let's see if I can buy it. All right, so we're in the Solana app. Oops, okay. We're going to buy this one, whatever, okay? let's try at least, right? I'm waiting for. Am I in the Solana app? I believe I am. No, I was in Cardano. Okay, let's go over to Solana. All right, let's hit both buttons. All right, so and let's just like confirm we're connected to the wallet. I think everything looks good. We're gonna try to buy this thing. I don't know what's wrong with her other eye. Let's hit buy NFT. Okay, it wants me to approve the transaction. We'll hit approve. It wants me to approve on the ledger. We're going to do it. Looks like it's good. We'll hit approve there. And what happens? It just disappeared. Did I buy it or not? This is one of one prototype. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. What happened? Did it actually work? Let's go to Phantom. And this is transactions. Did that work? It says success. Is this it? Yeah, there's the 0.2. Okay. It looks like it worked. But I've been having issues with this website to, like, I want to go to, if I can do it. Here. NFTs in my, now it still says 8.92. It should be less, right? Let's refresh. Whoops. Let's reconnect the wallet. Okay. Aha, now it's less. Okay. All right, I'm done with this device. Now the question is, will I be able to see this thing in my wallet or not? Okay. New listings are paused until we resolve a reported backhole bug. When your listing disappears, your NFTs are not lost in that case, but only the listing is. Stay tuned. All right. Like I said, I tried to do this earlier and I got this little spinning thing, but it was an empty white screen with that spinning thing. And it never like resolved to you don't have any of NFTs in this wallet or anything. This is new. So apparently they see that I have an NFT in here, but they're still working on the site, right? It's all kind of like in the air kind of stuff. But I can see the transaction on the Solana blockchain. It said it was successful, and I'll just wait and see. Boy, I'd really been pissed if I'd have spent 100 Sol, right, on that NFT. Interestingly enough, too, that this NFT is what their website was showing yesterday. The countdown was a really stupid idea, and someone made an NFT out of that, and it got 138 likes. Isn't that weird? I mean, I could have made a screenshot of that myself. I never thought to make it an NFT. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so that's NFTs on the Solana blockchain. Okay, so there we go. One of one prototype is the name of the NFT. Yeah, I don't know. What was the name of that damn thing? I know if you can't even get back to it now. Oh wait, let's try that. Let's go to price ascending. It says it's still there. So I'm assuming that there may be more than one of. Gub tokens for this mint will be dropped in her memory. Blah, blah, blah. Proceeds of this collection will go to Gooby Scholarship Fund. Charities related to future artists. Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I bought it. Let's see. View on Solana. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like maybe some other people did too. It could have been a fail, I don't know. But from what I could see, I did buy it. Right? It looked like I bought it. Yeah. So, but the nice thing about that was that it didn't charge me an arm and a leg in Solana fees to make that transaction. If I'd have gone over to Rarible, let me see if I can get this connected. Let me connect it over here and show you something which is dumb about Rarible. Let me get into my MetaMask wallet here. Whoops. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch over to this Unstoppable wallet. We're on the Ethereum blockchain. Let's log into Rarible. Okay, it sees my wallet. Okay, that's good. Now, my items. All right, so I have these sneakers here that were given to me. Someone that created them, like, threw them out to a bunch of people for the heck of it, right? And I put it up for bids, just for the heck of it, right? I have no bids on any of these JPEGs, but why would I, right? They're just JPEGs. But, okay, so if I go over here, and let's say I would like to accept this bid. He wants to give me $39 worth of Ethereum. So if I click accept bid, actually I don't want to do this because this looks different than what happened before. But anyway, when I went to like accept his bid for $39 worth of Ethereum, it was going to cost me $74 transaction fee. So in order for me to get $39, I was going to have to pay $74. That's how dumb that NFTs are on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, if it were, if it were like a $600,000 NFT, then I wouldn't really care about $74 Ethereum transaction fee. But for just a normal guy like me playing around with, $30, $40 NFTs, the transaction fees are like ridiculous. Right? It's the same with trading on Uniswap too. Sometimes in order to buy a coin, you gotta like pay like a $100, $200 trading fee just to make the trade on the Ethereum blockchain, because the Ethereum blockchain fees are so high. So that's why people are moving over to better, faster, cheaper chains like Solana. And maybe now you know why Solana has been doing so well. Much faster and more efficient than the Ethereum blockchain. Not quite the brand recognition, though. Not really the market cap yet, but it's getting there, right? Let's take a look right at the market cap right now, CoinGecko. I saw an article earlier that said Solana was going to overtake Binance Coin. That Solana would be the number 4 in market cap. Solana beat Dogecoin, flipping Dogecoin yesterday, right? So notice the market caps are pretty close, right? I don't see circulating supply on here. That's kind of weird. You get it on coin market cap. Because that's really the only way to make sense of these market caps, really, and the individual price. So if we look at Bitcoin, we can see that Bitcoin's market cap is number 1, but that its circulating supply is like 18, 19 million. There's only 19 million Bitcoins out there. So all of those put together lead to a higher market cap based on the current price of Bitcoin, right? And then if we look at Ethereum, not as high of a market cap, but a much higher circulating supply, right? There's 117 million Ethereum floating around out there. and at 3,800 each, that's where we get our market cap here. What was it? Oh wait, I'm not looking. I'm looking at the wrong market cap, right? The market cap of Bitcoin is like almost $1 trillion, right? So, and then look at Cardano. See, we got a 90 billion. Is it 90 billion? Yeah, 90 billion market cap, and a circulating supply of 32. Is that billion? See, there's million. Yeah, 32 billion circulating supply. And so that's why each Cardano is cheaper. So you go, well, why is Cardano $3 and Ethereum is $4,000, right? And their market cap isn't, well, I mean, the market cap is, there's a big jump in market cap here, right? Well, I'm sorry, I'm looking at volume again, right? This is the market cap. These two, right? Why is Binance Coin almost 500 and Cardano is only $3, but their market caps are almost equal? It's because of the circulating supply, right? Cardano has much higher circulating supply. There's more coins out there, so they're less each to equal the market cap. And Mr. David has link. Send me some. I better not say that. No, I'm just joking. Don't send me. Please don't send me anything. Get into trouble. People send me stuff. All right. So hopefully Ethereum will solve these issues eventually with their high transaction fees. Ethereum 2.0. All right. All right. All right, guys, I made it to 8. Seemed like we had a long night, but I hope that what I did was helpful to you guys, and I hope that I didn't miss any of your questions. I'm sure I did. I usually see them when I go back through the live stream the next day. Yeah, Golden Gate asked me how to borrow against Aave, which is a little complicated. I think I played around with some of those borrowing platforms, but any of them that are still on the Ethereum blockchain it's like really a high bar to get in, right? Because the Ethereum fees are so high. But I'm not sure. I think Aave and some of the others are starting to explore like the Polygon network and the Solana network. Even Cardano network will be allowing smart contracts in the near future. So we should see some of that as well. So all of these DeFi platforms that are evolving now, and they're going to start having lower fees, it's going to be pretty amazing, right? Ethereum was already overloaded just from all of this, first come attraction, right? The first place where you could actually do this kind of stuff, right? So, but now it's becoming, there's a race to do it cheaper and faster. So good things coming in the future, guys. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I hope you got something out of this. Don't forget, I do this every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.